I'm just waiting for someone to hop on. Hi. I'm waiting for a few more people. But I'm going to get started here at 2 minutes. So if you want to chat, feel free to chat. The live chat is up. So nice to see you. I'm glad you're here, the person who is watching. Glad you found me. Okay. We are going to hop on in this. So I hope you had a beautiful day. And if your day is starting, good morning. Well, it is morning. I'm so tired, but I felt compelled to get on here and tell you some Gaia. Maybe Gaia wants to come through. About letting go. Some people still have yet to let go of past traumas. Trying to think, I kind of just like lost all train of thought. I had everything prepared before I got on here, and then I was like, went blank. Okay. Okay. Yes, letting go of past traumas, things you might have PTSD, or maybe you had a rough childhood or just a rough start in general. Really going in deep inside of your soul and letting go of the things that don't serve you. It's a topic that I keep going into on each of my lives. I also want to, I don't know why I keep like going in and out. This is Emma. Say hi, Emma. She wanted to join me tonight. But really going in and doing that inner child work, the letting go of past traumas. Like if you had a really rough childhood, your parents wasn't really there for you, like you needed them, or they put you down, you were like the black sheep, or you felt like the black sheep, like you didn't belong, but you do. And she just jumped on the computer. But really going in and letting all that go, because you need to be in the now and not in the past and not in the future. You need to be in the now. And that brings me to your eternal now. That was the main message that I received today. You are eternal now. And meaning you need to let go of the things that no longer serve you. Maybe it's addiction or obsessive thoughts, thinking negatively. There's a lot of things you can let go of. Fear, that's a big one. That is a big one right there, fear. See, learning how to love yourself. You cannot physically love another human being if you do not love yourself first. And that's just the basic truth. I mean, that is the sole truth. Like, you cannot love somebody else so heartedly without loving yourself first, because how can you love somebody else if you don't even know how to love yourself? You know what I mean? Also, people are coming to a crossroads and need to make a decision. I keep hearing decisions. So somebody needs to make a decision on something. Maybe it's a situation, quitting addictions like cigarettes, drinking, whatever that may be for you, obsessive thoughts, overly obsessing over a situation. Maybe it didn't work out in your favor, or yeah, maybe it didn't work out. Uh, being your authentic self, not worrying about what other people have to say about you. Say you have people talking in the background, talking about you. Don't worry about that. That's going to be their karma that they have to be dealt with. Just don't let it phase you. Do not worry about gossip. Do not worry about other people's opinions. Be you. If they don't like you for you, then they never should have been in your circle in the first place. Okay? If someone's coming in and they're constantly wanting to change something about you, that person needs to go. You did nothing wrong. You are perfect the way you are. You are completely perfect. You are worthy. You are loved. You are so loved. I cannot say that enough. You are so loved. And we all have a purpose here. And there's a reason for everything. There is literally a reason for every little thing that happens in our life. Whether we went through a tough childhood and we've lost people, people's broken our hearts. Yes, but are you still there? Is that moment, are you still in that moment when that happened? No, we're here now. And everything that happened in your life up until this point has made you who you are to your core. Asking for forgiveness. But also in asking for forgiveness, you are needing to forgive yourself as well. Because until you forgive yourself for what has happened, how do you expect you to get forgiveness too? If you can't even forgive yourself for it, you want to be codependent, or that's a big thing right now too. A lot of people are in codependent situations, worrying about other people's opinion about them, and when they shouldn't really care at all about what that person has to say, because you're being your authentic self. If they don't like you, it's because there is something inside of them they're conflicted with. It's not you. It really is them. If they're talking negatively about you, wanting to gossip and have opinions about you that are negative, that's a confliction within them, not you. Okay, you did nothing wrong. You were just being you. Also, I wanted to explain a little bit on duality, the 3D. This is the 3D, which is the earth plane. I know this is going to be kind of crazy. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but that's okay. The truth will be set afire within you whenever God feels like doing it. So, and you also have to do the work. Faith without works is dead. So, and that brings me to the closed-minded people who believe in fear, in a fear-based reality. And when they shouldn't have been feared, there is no love in fear. Absolutely not. There is no love in fear. And that man did that. Man put fear in there. So, but that's something that we have to all deal with, But duality, the 3D, the earth plane, we all consist of feminine and masculine energies, which, yin and yang, the way it was supposed to be. So, that goes toward, a man's just like, oh no, I cannot have no feminine energies in me. Honey, yes, you do. You do have feminine energy in you, whether you like it or not, Same with a woman. We have feminine and masculine energies. I can only describe in a woman, I don't really know how to really describe that. A man, you. So there's certain like aspects. Maybe if you're a man and you like to dress classy, suits, you're more in your feminine energy when you're like, you want to dress nice, you want to look nice, you want to you know what I mean. Oh, hi. I don't know how to pronounce your name, and I don't really want to murder that. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm sorry I did not see the message over there. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Not trying to be cute. I'm trying to teach. But anyways, and the 5D is spiritual, okay? And this is where I'm going to explain, let's see how I'm going to go into this. The 3D and the 5D. The 5D is spiritual. The 3D is duality, which is the feminine and masculine. All right, learning how to balance these two energies, because you can drift too far into one and you become imbalanced. You stay more in this energy when you should be in the middle, vice versa. You could be sitting more in your masculine energy, in your head, very logical, or feminine within yourself, like the love. Should have been more prepared, but I'm trying to explain it the best way I can, because I felt compelled to get on here, and then when I got on here, everything went. Yeah, well, I'm spreading knowledge that I've received, so I'm just spreading the love. So, about the beauty of women, no, no, that's not what I was saying. So, no, I lost track because I was more interested in what was going on over here. I don't really know how to answer you. Can you be more clear with your questions, please? Thank you. But I also wanted to, I got a message the other day, and it was about Paul's teachings in Corinthians, about the spiritual gifts. Okay, and it says, they should be used for the greater good of all God's people in the way. A lot of the scriptures and stuff, I've said in the past, we got to let things go. This, no, I'm just going to keep going. And it says, in the way and for all the greater good of the collective. That's where, okay, the collective is everyone in the world. We are all connected as one. Okay? We are all connected as one. And things were drastically changed by man. Man inserted fear. Okay, that's all the fear you see. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of ways to say it because I'm being given all these big words and I don't know how to pronounce them. So, anyways, the collective is everybody in the world. We're all connected as one. The body of Christ as one. We are all one. Every person in the world. Okay. I am you, you are me. We're all a direct reflection of God. Like it's a reflection. So, and it was supposed to be in the way the people. Anyways, I just had to kick somebody off. Okay. And that was the funky energy I was feeling. He's just talking over here. All right. You shouldn't fear what the Lord has given you. The Lord has given you spiritual gifts. He has awakened his people, which brings me to you are eternal now. You are eternal. Be in form, which is 5D, not influenced, which is the 3D, shopping, this, that, and the other, what it may be. But I want to get back to duality, and, we need to find balance. We need to open our mind and let God in. That's the big message. You need to open your mind to God. Let him come in and heal you. I don't even have to wear glasses anymore. And that's just one miracle that he's done in my life. So he's been doing lots of miracles in my life, awakening my gifts, pushing me to get on here to talk to you guys. I'm not a camera person. I have very bad anxiety. So I'm here. This is my raw form. If you don't like me, you don't have to watch me. If you do, that's awesome. I'm glad you're here, and I want to spread the love and knowledge that I receive and give it to you guys. I'm here on service. I'm at service to God. One God. Okay, there's only one God, and there will always only be one God. You have angels, you have guides, you have spirit guides that guide you, but they cannot interfere with this plane. They talk through numbers, signs and synchronicities, animals, And one more thing, the big thing about Judgment Day, they talk about Judgment Day. Okay, I received the message and I wrote it down. And Judgment Day is different for everybody, for each person in the whole world. It's different. It's personal to them. It's their Judgment Day, which is them coming to a crossroads, having to make a decision, and then having a spiritual awakening. You cannot stop destiny. Okay. You could say you've made all these plans to go on this vacation and all of a sudden it didn't fall through. Well, that's because God has already written it, and you're sitting here making plans on top of his plans. Well, his plans come first. I'm sorry. And he knocked you off your horse. And that's how it works. Everybody is being guided, but we're not looking. We're part of the reason why climate change is a thing. Yeah, maybe it's a fear tactic, but all of our energy is what helps keep the planet balanced. That it's just, and I wish I could, I'm going to go through my videos and pick out things I've said that I was going to make videos on. I'm pretty unorganized. I have 2 young children, 2 and 4. And they take up a lot of my time. And not only that, I've had some setbacks on getting back on here. My energy wasn't up to par. I was being blocked energetically and just overworked. It was a lot. So I haven't been on here for a little while. But I'm glad you're here. We also need to ground ourselves because there are a lot of activations happening if you're already being awakened. Also, trusting in yourself, loving yourself. You know, I've said that you need to believe in yourself, keep faith and trust in the process, and know that you're being guided in the right direction. If you're going in a direction and it just feels kind of weary, you're probably not in the right direction, on the right path. You need to kind of like turn your way. If you're thinking negative and just have a negative like look on life, you're gonna attract negative and narcissistic people. That's just how it goes. So what you put out is what you're gonna get back. That's a real thing. I mean, and it's just the truth. I mean, shifting your perception, that's a big one. Keep moving forward and never stop striving. The reckoning is coming. Whoever is watching this. Let's see, what else did I want to go on? Letting go of revenge. Oh yeah, going back to closed-minded people. You know how I talked about the dead will rise in the end? Something like that. Anyways, this was one of the first messages I got, and I completely fell to my knees because I completely understood it. And it came straight from God. So I know where it came from. And you don't have to say, oh, are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, honey, I am so sure I know where it came from. There's a difference and there's a feeling, and it was just love, full love, like so much love. But it says, yes, the dead will walk the earth, but it won't be like the movies. Hi, Astro Unicorn. That is so cool. I really like your name. But it won't be like the movies. People will be blocked and blocking themselves from the light, stuck in a single or closed mind, making them spiritually dead. So that explains that. The darkness runs away from the light or has something to say negative to try to dim somebody else's light. You know, you have to be a light. You're a beacon of light. For this is how we find him. You know, open your eyes to love. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, I wanted to share this in one of my videos, but I think my daughter. I will think about that. Can you even do that? That's cool. But okay, I will think on that. Also, I have found out my soul's purpose, my life's mission, um, which I've known it for a very long time. I was basically born with it. From the time I can remember, I was 3 years old, and just having this deep knowing. Um, no, no. No, I can't do that. That's just, I don't know about that. Okay, well, this is too distracting. I don't even know. Anyways, I'm just gonna have to like keep my eyes off this side because I'm getting too many distractions. I kind of lost track of where I was. Oh yes, when the time I was 3, I just had this deep knowing about everything. I knew it. I knew everything. And I remember telling my mom a few things that did come to fruition. It did come true. And I'm looking at my cat. And she couldn't understand it. She basically, I'm pretty sure she got scared. The fear scared her, which pushed her fear onto me. And like I lost contact with my gifts. Like I always had the intuition. I've always followed my intuition, and it's never steered me wrong. So I've always been in tune with my intuition, but only here recently, um, I see the orbs. I get direct messages. Um, the angels. I receive messages. There's only one way to say that. So, and that's why I'm here talking to you guys so I can relay those messages because they're for you guys. And, basically, that's why I'm here. I'm at service. So I'm servicing to you guys. And that also brings me to my mission. I have multiple missions, not only for service, but I also started doing Oracle. I was called to Oracle, and which is pretty crazy. People get pretty conflicted about that subject. They're like, "Oh, that's devil. You're worshiping the devil." No, sweetheart, no. There's always light within. There's the on the 3D plane. There has to be dark with the light and light with the dark, the yin yang, the duality. But it's everybody has this in them, the feminine and masculine energies. Everybody has good and bad, but it's not necessarily bad. That doesn't make sense. But if it did, cool. But yeah, people get pretty conflicted on that subject. But if you want to come check me out, I've only posted 3 videos. It's just freshly starting. I just started a new channel. And I've also been working on that since I found what I was supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be giving back. I'm also supposed to be relaying the messages that I'm receiving and help guiding others, as a guide. And if that makes sense. I probably look pretty loopy, but you know what? Whatever. I don't care. You know. But Let's see if I have anything else in my notes. His arms are open to take you as you are. He doesn't care what you've done. He loves his children and wants to end your suffering. Come to him, accept him in your life. Open your mind to him. He wants the lost found. It's time to step out of the darkness co-created by man, you know, because man co-created fear to dim our light into helping others grow and keeping us in a fear and controlled base, which is man co-created that. And I mean, the word of man is the void in life. It has no purpose, no drive, no power over the light. You know, you have all of God and all of heaven and all of God's love all inside of you. You hold all the answers. You just need to go within and look for those answers. You have the answers already. Pray and have good intentions. You need to balance flow. And we're ending cycles right now. We're ending a lot of cycles. Cycles popped in my head. We are ending a lot of cycles right now. Whether it's in your personal life or your personal ancestral lineage from your past lives. Yes, reincarnation is real. And if you have any questions on anything that I'm talking about, pray on it. Pray on it. Okay? They answer right away. Your angels, God talks to angels, the angels relay the messages, or you can get direct messages straight from God and you'll know the difference. Okay? And when I hear my guides and my angels and everything, I hear it down here. I don't hear it in my ears. I hear it here and up here on top of my head, like your chakras being aligned. You need to align yourself. Be in alignment with yourself, and you'll see the path in front of you. You will see where you're supposed to go. You will know your purpose. You will know where you need to go. That it would just be you'll just know. Okay. I'm sitting outside, so the mosquitoes are getting me. Okay, I wanted to share a drawing of mine that I did a couple years ago, about 5 years ago, maybe. Also, staying optimistic. Be optimistic. Get out of a pessimistic attitude or anything like that. I also wanted to share a little insert on grounding yourself. But I know it's going to be kind of trippy, but it's really cool. But I just wanted to share. I said I was going to share on one of my last videos. I don't know if you can really see it that well. Okay, we've got earth, fire, wind, and water. This is a waterfall. Let's see. And this is just a big dream catcher along with planets and different dimensions that I have seen. And this is a phoenix. All right. This is a phoenix. And this is the lotus, which is rebirth. there's rebirth happening. And if you look down here, there's an egg. That's the egg of life. You know, you're sitting on top of this egg, mothering it, and now it's birthing. This was when I had my first spiritual awakening, but I did not understand what that was then. So I had no idea how to express it or anything like that, because you have multiple spiritual awakenings throughout your life. And, you know, it's just to teach you to learn and to get you back to a balance. And you look right here, you know, you got the sun and the moon connected right here. Balance between the light and the dark. Heal, love, and patience. Have patience with yourself. Togetherness, because we're all together. We are all one. Okay? Protection, faith, and hope. Never lose faith and always have hope. There is always something to be hopeful for. Just always have faith and hope. Almost said the two words together. But dang, I've been on here for a while. Getting grounded, you know, focus on the here and now. Do something that will get your attention back to the present moment. And for example, warm water over the hands, ice in hands, cool water on face, meditations, doing a Reiki meditation. Those are great. You know, you don't even have to sit for hours and hours and hours doing a meditation. No, you can do a meditation. You have a 3-minute meditation. You can even have a 1-minute meditation, but I don't think that would be very effective. But it may work for you, so just try it. Just try 5 minutes and kind of gradually move forward. But once you start aligning yourself, you'll start seeing things change around you. Just you have to experience it. I can only tell you what I've experienced and try to explain to you how to get kind of through it. But focus on what your 5 senses are experiencing at any moment, listening to some music. But we have more than 5 senses, especially if you're having a spiritual awakening and your gifts are really coming alive. You have senses a little bit above your head, all the way throughout your body, and also a couple inches below your feet, so in the ground. And that's where your grounding comes in. But if you have any questions on anything, you know, feel free to comment down below on the video or comment over here. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask me. The people that I withheld messages over here, they're just tell me I need to go to sleep, blah, 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 blah. I don't even want to get into it. Like, just nonsense. So I also don't tolerate nonsense or doubting people or people that just, you know, are just trying to get at you because you're pretty or whatever it may be. So yeah, I just took them off. Breaths, especially if you're feeling very overwhelmed, you need to, you know, kind of take a step back and do a couple deep breaths through your nose and out through your mouth. And like hear your breath coming out of your mouth. It really helps. But do that a couple of times as you're taking a step back and reassessing what is going on. What is the situation that I'm in? What is this altercation, or why am I feeling so anxious in this crowd of people? really taking the time and breathing. Breathe. You don't know how many people out there, including myself, when I get so anxious, I hold my breath. And I don't know why. I don't know why. And I have to like, didn't realize I was holding my breath. It's just, it's, if you've lived with anxiety for so long, it's just a part of you. And I'm releasing that. Like I'm not as anxious anymore, but I'm to a better balanced point to where I can kind of flow through those energies and kind of move around it. All right. And not having this like, I cannot be here. There's too many people. The reason why you're feeling like that is you're feeling everybody around you, all their funky energy. And if you're an empath, you know what I'm talking about in that situation. Because you can literally physically feel everybody around you. And if your spiritual gifts are awakening, you're literally reading that person. If that makes sense. I literally can stand in front of you and just know what is going on without you even saying anything. And that right there scares people. But these are the gifts that I have been given, and nobody can take that away from me. Nobody can take those spiritual gifts away from me. God gave me those gifts, and he gave me them for service. He has called me to service, and that's what I'm doing. And if you want to check out my other channel, it's Loud Soulful Love Evolution. I'll put it in the description, or I'll stick it in the comics section. But I do oracle readings over there, general collective, or what I feel drawn to do at that given time. I'm also open to suggestions. I only have 3 videos up because I'm just starting out. So I'm trying to balance time around. But again, a lot of people get conflicted on those, on that situation and talking about that, but it's a part of my soul. I've done this before, I've been here before. And that's part of my purpose, giving and guiding and teaching. That's what I'm here for, to service to you, to help you get to a better place, to know that you are loved, that you are lovable, you are worthy, and God is with you, and the angels, and your guides, and your ancestors, your spirit guides. We are all eternally connected, okay? And the cycles are ending. It's going to get a lot better. We're going to see a lot of changes happening, especially in the world. New species of animals are going to start turning up. Let's see. Just you will feel the shift, and you may even already feel the shift. There's a shift of energy, like it's just crazy. And I've been paying attention to moonology too, because the moon really affects, not only the tides and the waves in the ocean, but it also affects our moods and our emotions too. You see how that kind of flow together. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. So I just say it as it comes out. And but yeah, we just got out of Mercury retrograde, and we're going into Mercury direct, something like that. And it's going to be very emotional. Sorry, I'm listening for my kids. Sometimes my 2-year-old wakes up, and that's okay. She didn't. I don't hear her. She's right on the other side of this wall. But yes, pay attention to the moon and the cycles. That's something to pay attention to because you'll really understand a lot of things as well. Kind of telling me to kind of end the session, so I'm going to kind of close it here. Let's see if I have any more messages in my notes, because I write a lot. I write a lot down. Knowing your north node, following your north node, being honest and truthful to yourself, being your authentic self, that's the main message. Learning to love yourself, because you cannot love another human being. So thank you for tuning in. I'm so glad you stuck with me through the entire thing. That's awesome. I want to thank you, and I want to send you love and light, and stay hopeful and keep faith. You know, this is. Thank you for being here. Good night. Love and light.